G'day there. Today I'm going to review a kids Haba game called Ahoy Treasures. It's a game for 2 to 4 players, takes about 10 or 15 minutes to play. It says for ages 5 and up. My 3.5-year-old plays it quite comfortably. It's a pirate themed roll and move game, but with some interesting raw mechanics that makes it interesting both for me and him to play. So I'll show you quickly how it plays. So the goal in a game of Ahoy Treasures is to roll the dice and move your various pirate pieces along the treacherous path to the treasure island to try and score treasure. However, unlike in a normal roll and move game where typically the first person to get to the finish is the winner, in this game it doesn't necessarily pay to get there first, because the person who arrives at Treasure Island first is only going to get 1 point. The person who gets there second is going to get 2 points, 3 points, etc., all the way up to 5 points. So it doesn't necessarily pay to get there first. The timing of the game is quite important. The other thing that you'll notice that separates this game from a typical roll and move game is that each player has 4 pieces that they can move. Therefore, just say your pieces are scattered variously at different spaces over the board, and you roll a certain dice, you can choose which of your 4 pieces you want to move, some being more preferable than others. The other very interesting thing is that the dice has a 1, a 2, a 3, a 4 and a 5, but also has a pirate face, and the pirate face allows you to choose what you want the dice to be. So let's say in this example you may want to get this pirate across the treacherous water to the island, so you might make it say a 4 or a 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and he's made it across the island. So by having that gives you some choice and also reduces the luck obviously a fair bit. The other interesting mechanic in this game is that you can block other players. So let's just say the red player here rolls a 5, they can land on top of the green person's piece. That now means that the green player can no longer move this piece any further until the red person has moved off from them. And you can actually get a bit of a pile up, and let's just say blue rolls a 5 now blue's blocking the red and the green piece. Also, if you land in the water space, you essentially sink and return to the start of the board, or in the more cutthroat variant, you are removed from the board completely, which makes for a much more quicker and interesting game in my opinion. But what happens if you land, let's say red here decides that they've got no other choice because all their other pieces are blocked or not on the board, and they roll a 2. They can either move that one into the water or this one into the water, so he moves into the water. That piece is then removed back to the start or taken away from the board, and a piece of wood is now placed, or a plank is placed on that water spot. If future players now land on that space, it is now a safe spot for them to land and they don't sink into the water. So as the game progresses, more and more pieces are potentially going to get covered up with wood, making it easier for other people to get to Treasure Island. The game ends when the 5th or last treasure spot has been filled up, or in the cutthroat variant where pieces are removed from the board, the game can also end early when there are no more pirates left on the board, such as that, as they've all sunk into the water. So I hope you enjoyed the review. I've been enjoying playing this with my son quite a lot, and I hope you will too. And until next time, see you later. Bye for now.